your WCDI First Alert AccuWeather forecast with meteorologist Trevor Birchett.
We are rounding out another beautiful fall day across northeast Mississippi and West Alabama, and I've got some good news for you tomorrow. Let's start things out with a look at your Emerson Animal Hospital forecast. Tonight's weather helper is Mr. Eli from Starkville. Here's a look at what he has to say for tomorrow's forecast. We wake up on a little bit of a chilly start, 53 by about 7 a.m. Mostly sunny skies, though. That sunshine continues through the day. We do warm up into the mid and upper 70s by about lunchtime, even into the mid 80s by the afternoon, and then cooling off once again into the 60s just after sunset, with those skies remaining mostly clear. And the skies were mostly clear across the area today. Here's your time lapse from Columbus as the sunset, looking off to the west toward the Tenn-Tom Waterway. Just a few high clouds passing through there. And generally that's going to be the trend tonight. Mostly clear and in general pretty comfortable, but a little bit chilly like we have been. Right now we're 61 in Columbus and in Tupelo, 59 for our friends over in Webster County. In Eupora, we're 61 in Vernon and 58 over in Winona. Now for the rest of tonight, as I mentioned, generally temperature is going to fall down into the low and mid 50s. We'll stay mostly clear tonight, generally calm winds and a quiet night. So really a nice night to be out and about if you do plan to be. And tomorrow, another really nice day. We do get a little bit warmer than we were today. We're looking for highs in the mid to possibly upper 80s depending on where you are. 85 in Columbus, 84 in Starkville, 85 in West Point as well. Generally plenty of sunshine tomorrow, just a few high clouds passing through. But of course, our big weather story that we've been talking about is Hurricane Delta down in the Caribbean. Here's the latest numbers from the National Hurricane Center. Winds right now are 130 miles an hour. That's down just a little bit, but still a Category 4 very dangerous storm. Pressure 960 millibars, and it's moving off to the west-northwest, and that's going to take it right over the northern tip of the Yucatan Peninsula overnight tonight. So a closer look reveals it doesn't have an eye. That's a little unusual for strong storms like this, but still some very strong storm activity right around the center, and that is basically going to come right on land between Cozumel and Cancun. So a long night ahead for those folks, and unfortunately it looks like after this storm passes over the Yucatan, it's going to get into the Gulf, and it's not going to take much for it to re-intensify. A little bit weaker down to a Cat 3, back to a Cat 4 by Thursday over those warm Gulf waters, and then maybe a little bit of weakening by the time it approaches the Gulf Coast. Not a lot though. Still a Category 3 storm. Still a major hurricane, still very dangerous by the time it makes landfall. That's going to be Friday evening. I know that's a little hard to see, but that's 7 p.m. Friday, making landfall as a 125-mile-an-hour hurricane somewhere between Baton Rouge and Lake Charles on the southern Louisiana coast. And then right inland toward our neck of the woods by Saturday, that's going to bring us some impacts through the weekend. So something we'll have to watch out for. Now, if you know anybody down in Louisiana, especially Baton Rouge, Lake Charles, Lafayette area, they need to be making preparations now for what could be a destructive hurricane. Storm surge, heavy rain, even tornadoes down there. And even further inland, folks like us in North Mississippi, we need to stay informed too, because we could feel those impacts by the weekend. Now, locally, here's what we're expecting. Heavy rain at times, 2 to 4 inches possible. That could lead to some localized flash flooding as well. Of course, this is a tropical system, so we're talking about gusty winds 40 to 50 miles an hour at times, and also the chance for some brief tornadoes as this system comes through. Now, of course, depending on the exact track, this forecast can change a little bit, and we'll modify it as we go over the next several days, but this is what we're thinking. Again, that would be late Friday through the day on Saturday, and possibly into early Sunday. Now, as far as rainfall amounts go, we're still a little dry. We could use the rain. Probably not this much rain, though. Anywhere from 2 to 5 inches in many spots, possibly even higher the closer you get to I-55. Now, the good news is we are dry for the next couple of days. Wednesday and Thursday, both looking really nice. Warmer, though, highs in the mid-80s. Rain Friday night through the day on Saturday into early Sunday. We get a brief break on Monday and then more rain for Tuesday. Highs generally staying in the upper 70s to low 80s.